What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Long Dark. I don't know if you could tell where I was just at the Kwanzaa Hut gas station. You're like, wait a minute. You walked past that in the last episode. Yep. What I did was I kept going. I went all the way into Desolation Point. I just said, I'm going to keep going. I went to I forget the name of that place. That building, though, that had the battery. And got the battery. Walked back. Checked out the lighthouse on my way back. So the lighthouse actually had a pistol in it. And it was pretty cool. I like the lighthouse. It's actually a pretty neat place. Got on one of the levels, it's got a bed. And different things like that. And I just kept walking back. And I said, you know what? I'll just go back to there for the next episode. So, it's just a lot of walking. But one interesting thing did happen. I was like, oh, I just made some bandages because I used up one, so I don't need that one. Whoop, battery. Look at it. And I'm even underweight, and I still have some meat on me. Yeah, meat's got some meat. So the interesting thing that happened, if you guys remember, there is that building, right? There's a truck blocking the entrance. So you have to get in, you get into one side, right? You get in, then you get out the other side, right? Well, I'm coming back out. So I get in, I get out. And, I don't know if you know, it's narrow, kind of like as wide. So I'm walking up the street. Right here is the road. Right here. And there's a bear standing right here. And I'm like halfway to that car. But there was a car right here. I know. And bad description. But there was literally a bear 20 feet in front of me, and I didn't see him. And he goes, roar. When they roar, it's attack time. So what did I do? I jumped in the car. Yeah, I jumped in the car. And then I did the old boop. 1 hour, got out, he was gone. So it worked out. But it could have been really bad. It could have been really, really bad. And I'm just not really paying it. I'm lucky I didn't have take my headset off, because, if I'm not recording, I don't wear my headset. I'll just have the speakers plugged in. It's more comfortable. It's more comfortable. All right. We gotta watch ourselves. Way more comfortable, but luckily I did, and I heard him roar. Because if I didn't, that roar is what attracted me. Not seeing him, and I might maybe I jumped a little bit. I don't know. He was that close. Like maybe I jumped a little bit. Maybe. So I got my battery. We're heading back to. I don't know if I've been in here. Searching drawer. Beef jerky time. First aid kit. I don't know what inside the first aid kits I would really need right now. Jeans. I don't need jeans. Have you ever worn your jeans in the snow and they get freezing cold? And then they harden up. They get wet from the snow. I just encumbered myself. And then, I better look for a battery. And then they get hard at the bottom, by your ankles. And all of a sudden, it's like you're wearing some kind of cartoon pants. Jeans are the worst for snow. They are so bad. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Now, I think we go up this way. I'm pretty sure. Oh, look, a little wolfie. The last time I saw a wolf, he bit me. He bit me. Actually, this might be the highest up we go. We just keep going straight. Oh, how the heck did I hit him at that range with a pistol? I saw the blood. Look. I would like to know. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it goes up farther. Yeah, definitely zigzag. I would like to know what the range is. Oh, that dog, he's going. So, the gun that I have now, what's it called? Curator's rifle, right? Said it gives you an extra 10 or 15 paces to your range. And I've shot, I'm a pretty good shot, right? You guys admit that. Come on, man. But, like, I've missed a ton of shots, and I say, oh, they must be out of range. Then I just whip out the pistol, and I clip that dog at a range that I would question the rifle. This is curious to see what is the range of the pistol. I wonder if it's the same as the rifle. There's no way it's more, right? It's infinite. What if it was infinite? It's like a bug that no one really knew. No one really identified. The infinite pistol range, you know? Clip a bear from as far away as you can. You would need that, right? You would need to shoot all 6 rounds at a bear, and that still might not stop them. If they were all 6 really good shots, I don't know. I don't know if it has that kind of power. Has enough power. The rifle does. You got to hit your shots, though. That big fat aiming reticle that they've got, the front, your front sight post is pretty thick, and that's thick front sight post is not synonymous with accuracy. Let me tell you, IRL, you want a thin front sight post. Because what happens, the farther away your target is, your front sight post will literally cover your target where you can't even see it if it's that far away. I have some optic scopes that when you look in there, the horizontal and vertical lines that create the reticle, they're so thin. They're like super thin that you need to have, people can have good vision. And then, some people are nearsighted, some people are farsighted. Some people struggle at a distance, some people struggle up close. And then as some people get older, their eyes may be fine, but then they need reading glasses because I think it's a degradation of the muscles being able to contract to read up close, so they get reading glasses. But looking through a reticle with a very, very, very thin line, it's kind of weird. It's almost like it's you feel like you can't see it all. It doesn't matter if you're nearsighted, if you're farsighted, if you need reading glasses. You look through there and you're like, you gotta squint a little bit. But wow, I mean, the accuracy at range is crazy. Even there was an ACOG. I had an ACOG, an actual branded ACOG, but instead of the very traditional chevron symbol, which is basically like an arrow, a little arrow pointing up, the chevron symbol, it had the vertical and horizontal crosshairs. Did I miss my turn? And wow, it was super thin too. But with an ACOG, the eye relief, what they call the eye relief. The eye relief is how far away your eyeball has to be from the back of the scope to be able to see it. Because if you've ever looked through a scope, you might see all black because you're outside of the sight box. So the eye relief on an ACOG is terrible. It's really bad. It's really bad. So bad that like on an AR, they in the military they always say nose to charging handle. You got to put your nose all the way up by the charging handle so you can see your ACOG. It's pretty wild. I don't like that. That means you have to collapse your stock, and I mean it might be fine if you're 5'5", but not $150 or something. But not if you're my size, man. I need that. I actually don't run it all the way out though either. I run about what would be three quarter pulled out. Wow, that's the first time in a long time I drank a partial soda. So yeah, that's more comfortable for me because it's more of a not like a long range shooter, but more like tactical shooting. You're kind of in and around, but yeah, that just thinking about how that talking about that front sight post transitioned me into remembering those optics. I think I have two optics that are like that. I think I have two that are really thin, but man, at range though, you're in beast mode. Very accurate. Doesn't cover. I have some guns that even at 100 yards, my sight picture will cover up like a metal target. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. But that's what it's supposed to be. It's like point of aim, point of impact at 100 meters. Man, I haven't been out like to the desert doing a little fun plinking. I don't think I've been this year. It's 4:15 right now, and I haven't been out this year. That I really slowed down when they had the the COVID and all that, because ammo prices ammo was in a shortage and ammo prices were crazy because just like toilet paper, people aren't prepared. So I just kept what I had and I didn't shoot any. But that mentality is carried over that I haven't been out much. I do have I built an AR, I decided to build a really good AR, instead of buying, I've built a lot, but I wanted to build a really, really good one. 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I built a really good 300 Blackout, because I'm I really like 300 Blackout, the caliber, and it's I didn't like any of the ones they were offering, as a complete rifle. So I decided, look, I've built a lot of guns. I'm going to build a very good 300 Blackout. And what do I mean by that? I mean the best parts that I could put together, meaning Geisley trigger and stuff like that. Just the best brand names of each of the different components that I wanted to assemble. And that turned out it's so awesome. Suppressed, it's so good. So then I said, I want to do the same thing for an AR, because I got rid of a lot of my ARs. How many ARs do you need? Well, allegedly I needed 6 at some point, but I got rid of those. And I built one good one. They're expensive if you want to build a good one. I'm talking Noveske barrel. I actually did a Noveske barrel on my 300 Blackout. If you don't know about Noveske, they're just one of those really good custom manufacturers, but they make really good barrels. So on the AR, I did the same thing. I did a 14.5 barrel with a pinned and welded mount on the front. It's a compensator, and it's the compensator I use for my suppressor, right? Because you're going to pin and weld it. You have to pin and weld it to make it 16 inches overall, so it's legal and not having to be on the NFA. You don't have to get a tax stamp for it. I don't know if I can cut across here. Well, I'm going to try it. So you can get a 14.5, and if your compensator will bring you up to 16, you pin and weld it so it makes it permanent. Then you've got your favorite compensator, a muzzle brake, and you got a place to put your suppressor. So, thinking ahead with all this stuff, I pieced all together and I built it. And I got see, this is what I thought. Yeah, this is what whoopsies. I got a used, previously owned Leupold 1 to 5 on it. And it's awesome. It's got a rubberized button on the side. You can push it at red dot, right? And it's got the really nice, tight vertical and horizontal crosshairs. But I haven't sighted it in. I remember when Bucket was in town years ago. No, was it Bucket? Maybe not. No, I didn't have that built then. But someone else was out here, and I took it out, and I'm like, oops, I never sighted this thing in. I couldn't hit the target. I couldn't hit an 8-inch target at 100 meters. So I need to go out and sight that thing in. I always like doing that stuff. You sit down, you bring a table, make a bench rest, put your targets out there, and I've got a book, like I guess you'd call it a book of targets where you tear off one page at a time, and they've got mills where you can mills or MOAs or both, where you can actually, I'm up 2 over 3, and you can click your way onto 0. I think they might be Marine Corps, from the Marine Corps. I think I got them at a surplus store. But I got that. It's really fun. You can do it like 30 meters. You can do it 100 meters. There's a lot of ways you can do it. It's like, I think 30 meters, it'll hit 0, and 300, it'll hit 0, right? Because the bullet will go above the plane and then drop back down to the plane. It's pretty cool. It's physics. It is. It's physics of the bullet. Pretty cool. Can we cut across here? Oh, yes, we can. Shortcut. Shortcut time. So, yeah, now I've got one really good 5.56, one really good 300 blackout that I made myself, and they're both suppressed. Awesome. Really, really awesome. Love it. Love it. But I haven't been out. Man, I don't know. Maybe it was last Thanksgiving? Maybe even before that. Who knows? Whatever. I continued that same mentality of not wanting to blow through my ammo, because I just didn't want to go buy ammo at those ridiculous prices. And when I used to go, I shoot a lot. Like 500 rounds, is nothing for me. Sometimes, well, I don't know if I ever really do 1,000. I might do 1,000 if I've got other people with me and I'm like loading magazines up for them. But yeah, pretty fun. It's been really snowy this year too. Actually, I like shooting in the cold, when the snowing, and in the hot. All right, so did I actually leave anything in here? I know I took those clothes off, but then I put them back on. Let's just double check this one chest in here. Oh yeah, I put some stuff in here. What is it? 0.1 gallons. Well, if we bring this fuel over, I always like to make sure my thingy is refueled. It left 0.08. I must have had some on me or something. Oh, yeah. That one says 0. How can it be 0? 0 weighs 0.24 pounds. 0.1, 2.8. 0.6, 63, 0.6. Interesting. This like very small amount. Anyway. I think I'll leave this stuff here. I think I'll leave it. All right. Pleasant Valley region. I think on our way back, instead of just walking down the road, boring, we're going to cut across the fields, which it's still, as the crow flies, it's still pretty direct route. Look, we're here. We're gonna walk like this. We're gonna hit this place and hit this place. So just this part here where I'm walking is the only thing that kind of is a little bit out of your way. But we have a greater chance of seeing bears. There's more bears over here. And rabbits. I'm surprised they don't have these as like snowshoe hares. Right? Because isn't Hinterland, isn't this whole thing, are they Canadian like development company? And this is about Canada? Doesn't Canada have mostly snowshoe hare? Rather than, these are regular like bunny rabbits. Did I ever tell you guys wow, there's 3 wolves right there. Did I ever tell you guys how big the desert jackrabbit gets here? You're going to think I'm making up stories, right? And I'm talking about in the desert area that's lower than me, somewhere between me and Phoenix, right? So Phoenix, I don't know what elevation it is down there, sea level or whatever, but I'm at 5,500 feet where I live, and I go up to 7,000. So down maybe 3,500, 3,000. Actually, it's where the saguaro cactuses start, and they only grow. I think they only grow below 3,000 or 4,000 feet. So let's just say it's 2,500 feet. So still high desert, still considered high desert. Where's that road I'm looking for? Did I pass it? There's a road and a bridge that leads this way. I think it's back there. I don't remember this little lake here with this giant tree in it. There's a road and it's got like snow berms on either side of it, so it's very defined road. It's either over there or it's right here at the top of this. I don't know how I missed it. Because I was talking right here. Yeah, here it is. See? It's a road. How did I miss that road? I went way out of the way. Okay, we're back, baby. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the jackrabbit. So you're gonna think I'm making up stories outside of school here, but in that high desert area where the saguaro cactuses and the jumping cholla, right? There's that really big birch forest over there. See it? All right there. It's big. 2 bears in there. 3 feet tall. 3 feet tall. Like, they're huge. They're big rabbits. Big. See, look, the road is literally right there where that entrance is. Yeah, huge rabbits. And they haul butt, right, through all these cactus. And the thing that amazed me, and this was back years ago when Guns was in town, right? And we did a desert trip down there, and that's where I got a jumping cholla on me, and then he got one like stuck in his ankle that I had to dig out. So I saw one running through the area where we were at. And I'm like, what the heck? This huge rabbit, right, is hauling some serious butt all over where these jumping chollas. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. But it's basically like a ball or a sphere, right? It's like a spiked cactus ball. And they call them jumping cholla because somehow, some way, they fly up off the ground and stick into you. Now, it's usually like if you hit it like a twig and it's over here, it pops it up, or grass. But I guess they're like really lightweight, which makes them fly up in the air. And I thought it was a joke, but I got one stuck in my leg, and I saw him on the ground. I'm like, how the heck did that thing stick me in the leg? It wasn't anywhere near me. Like a myth or whatever, but it happens. So I was wondering how this rabbit is able to run through these areas like this, super dangerous chola areas, right? Like, what the deuce? Is amazing, really. I mean, I don't know if it's the fur. Like, they have, you know how animals adapt to their regions? Like, they'll get, like, thicker fur or whatever. I don't know. But, yeah, they run through there. I would think by the end of the day, they would be covered, like, covered in things. What's in the bag? Nothing. Oh, how sweet would that have been? How sweet would that have been? A battery sitting right in there. It would have been real sweet. That's how sweet. Okay. I think the last time I came through here was pre-signal void, right? So I'm just double checking in here. It was pre-signal void. Hacksaw. Yeah, got plenty of stuff in here. Oh, hello. 5 rounds of rifle. Nothing like a little more weight in the old inventory. Woo woo. I remember spending a lot of time in this place. I was like sleeping here and cooking here. It was I've been attacked, and it was when I had kind of a glitched setup, I guess, or save. Somehow I messed up on the settings, and the game decided that sleeping in a good bed, right, a good bed, warm bed, would not heal me. So the only way I could heal was by drinking birch bark tea. So that big birch bark area, I collected like I carried like 6, 8 on me at all times. But that's what I was doing in there. I was gathering that, cooking it, you know, doing all that stuff. So birch bark tea, yeah. So that other house that we searched for the batteries is like right straight up ahead of me somewhere. Wonder if there's any batteries up at the plane. The plane. Or I'm trying to remember. When I came back from Timberwolf Mountain, I would have hit that area called the Point of Disagreement. Now, it shows 1 vehicle here, but I think there's 2. Oh, and then there was this prepper cache here, too. An actual one. Right by the climb that goes into Timberwolf. I thought there was 2 vehicles at Point of Disagreement. So when I was coming back from Timberwolf... Now, I know there was no batteries there. You know why? Because I was headed toward Bleak to make ammo. Why? I don't know, because I could have went right back into... Maybe that wasn't my actual mentality, because I could have went right back into Blackrock and made more ammo. Who knows? I think I was just traveling around. At some point, I was on the lookout for more batteries again as I got closer to Bleak Inlet, and I didn't actually find any down there. I don't remember. Was I able to make... Maybe I did find 1. It's just funny. It's totally my fault, though, making all this ammo. Like, I have tons of ammo. I thought I had a lot of ammo in my last survival playthrough. Now, I have way more this one. I'm leaving ammo at some of my houses, like rifle ammo. That's how much I actually have. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a little house over there. So yeah, look, 174 of these, and I've left some. And then I'm rocking 62, plus 10 on those. And I've left rifle rounds somewhere. I know I did have, like... I stopped carrying around the pistol in the other one. And I was just carrying the rifle. So when I made ammo, I only made rifle ammo. but not in this one, man. This particular playthrough ended up giving me a ton of pistol ammo, which is fine. I mainly use it to, you know, ward off wolves. Doesn't really work too good with timber wolves, and it's alright for hunting, you know. But still would rather just use the rifle. Plus, that's a, you know, if you're looking to save weight, carrying the pistol and all its ammo is a fair amount of weight, right? What is that? So you got almost 3.5 pounds there, and then 3.8, you know, so what? 7 pounds, 7.5 pounds. It's a lot. You know, that's a lot to get rid of. I think we're just gonna have enough to climb up this thing with our fatigue. Our fatigue. I'll show you where the battery is supposed to be in this place, where the wiki said. I'll show you. I can't believe I haven't seen any bears walking back. Like that's a bear cave right there, according to the map. I looked at it when I had the map up before. But I've walked by many bear locations. Maybe they just like, hey, feel sorry for that guy, man. Feel sorry for that guy. Wait, why am I encumbered? 99.04, really? Really? Look, if we eat some crunchy stuff, it'll make us thirsty. And then we can drink some water and we'll be... Look at that one crunch bar got us back in the good graces of rope climbing. Look at that triple fatigue down there. Did I ever tell you guys, or do you guys remember me climbing up, and I'm pretty sure it was coming from Bleak Inlet up toward that radio tower? I flat backed. I fell. From up at the very top, I fell. Yeah. Don't recommend. Don't recommend. So yeah, look. Take mountaineering rope. So if you look up here, you can take it. Interesting. Now that my fatigue dropped to where it is, I lost well, I didn't lose the full 11. Look, it's a percentage of that 11. You see that? Being above 50% fatigue, you have... Wait, isn't that one of them? 11, 11, and 11. So we have 11... No, that's the well-fed perk, is 11. And then 11 for the moose satchel, and then 11 for the tactical backpack. So there's another one in here. When you drop below 50% fatigue, you start to lose some carrying capacity. And then obviously as it ratchets down like it is now, it goes more and more. So we just made it to the top, and then it fatigued us. There's a bear area right here too. I mean, not right here on the road leading up here, right over there, but I've watched a dude walk up and down this road. It's evil. Evil. Back home. This actually isn't a terrible location. I mean, you got that rope, you got the cave over there going to Mystery Lake. And then if you had a rope, you could drop one off this side and make, you know, really quick work if you were leaving to go to Blackrock. But being that this is so close to the cave that goes into Mystery Lake, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? It almost sounded like an electrical thing. That was weird. Hey, replace battery! Oh yes, you cannot defeat the Medius. Nice blue top battery. It took a while for my encumbrance to go away. Investigate signal in Pleasant Valley. Aha! So we can investigate a signal here. But we have to wait. We have to wait for... You know what would be crazy? If it was this. Way up here. That's You know, well, we never got a good reading in this area. There, finally got the antenna in there. Dead. There's a climby thing. Look, it still didn't even show the climby thing over here. It's literally right there. What kind of malarkey is that? Or does it only show the rope? No. It should show one that's ropeless. There. Wow. That's sure. I went from here to here just to get that rope in there. So 2 climby things there. Mystery Lake. So what I was saying was, like, over here you've got the ability to go coastal, Mystery Lake from here, Timberwolf from here, Blackrock. So, I don't know. I guess maybe something more central in here. Yeah, it's a tough call. Like, it's what you intend to do. Are you going to be traveling a lot? If there's an area that you're not going to be going to, then you don't need to be on that side of the map. Or you've been there and you're done, been there, done that. Yeah. All right, so allegedly, as soon as you walk in this door, to the right side, right here is where the battery is supposed to be, according to the wiki. Right here on this shelf. Right here. Right here. That's where the battery's supposed to be. Allegedly. It's supposed to be right here on this shelf. I'm just looking to see if, like, it says pick up battery, you know, because it's invisible. Now, my stuff is in here. This is my knife. This stuff. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. I don't need this anymore. Giving it one last once over. Somebody said they found there's, like, really hiding in a corner that was really hard to get to. I don't think there's one in here, but yeah, it's supposed to be on that shelf right there. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Rifle ammunition up high like that. Just in case the battery's behind this box. And they're pretty big, you know, it's not like they're easy to hide. Ooh, there's them there ski boots. Look at that. More ammo. What's with all the ammo, brother? Alright, so we're good. We are good here. Gonna extinguish. We made pretty good time. Because I did that little extra work before coming here. Alright, so couple things. We don't know where another battery is. I'd have to put in a ticket like you guys said, and is it worth it to do the last thing? I don't know. I really don't know. I want the final Wintermute thing to come out. But what we can do is wait here for an Aurora and then go try and track the signal down in the dark with all the bears. How's that sound? I know, right? Sounds good to me too. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much. Might have some other games on the horizon. I got some stuff I'm planning, so we'll play this one by ear. Thanks for watching, everyone.